Hi, my name is Paul Finch, and I'm the president of the BC General Employees Union. I'm also the chair of our Public Service Bargaining Committee. I want to talk to you a bit about, in this update, about why we've taken a pause in bargaining and the overall economic situation. So, we've been tabling some proposals, non-monetary proposals at the bargaining table. We've been going back and forth with the employer. We've talked a bit about what those key proposals are. I'm just going to go over them a bit briefly. One of them is looking at telework and how telework is used and what the protections around it are. We're also talking about eliminating the job classification system, the PESJEP. It's been in place for over 30 years and ensuring that all the bonuses, the temporary market adjustments are put into base pay so they're protected, and also ensuring that we have a better system going forward so we don't have these multi-year long disputes over the classification system that really end up going nowhere and erode confidence in the contract and in the process. We're also talking about a rapid grievance tribunal system that's going to be critical to getting most disputes resolved quickly. That's an important step in trying to resolve confidence in the ability to resolve disputes inside the contract. We have a number of other proposals there on a non-monetary basis, and we're making some progress. But we've gotten a few questions about why we haven't tabled monetary yet, why we're taking a break. So I just want to talk a bit about that. So one of them is just logistics. The work of the union needs to continue even while we're in bargaining. Obviously, the Public Service Bargaining Committee involves a number of senior people on your governing body between conventions, the provincial executive. We need to be able to meet regularly. We need to be able to do the business of the union. So that's part of it. The other part is this. We're in a trade dispute with the United States. And we're in a situation where, on top of that, and I talked about this in another video, the overall economic situation isn't great for Canada right now. So what we're seeing is a low Canadian dollar. That low Canadian dollar should be good for our exports, but it's not, because what we're seeing is we're not realizing or achieving the full value of the natural resources that we're exporting. What that means is, for us, is that the provinces, and including our province, aren't seeing the value of those royalties and resource revenues that we should be in this environment. The downside of a low Canadian dollar, I think which everyone knows, is that imports are incredibly expensive, and especially commodity imports. And we're not just low against the US dollar, we're low against a much broader basket of currencies. What that means is, for us, is that the cost of everything is going up. So on March 18th, the BC Consumer Price Index 12-month average, all items, benchmark was released, and it's up to 3% year over year. That's up from 2.6%. So we're seeing a rise in inflation. We talked about in a previous video that was going to happen. It's happening. And this means that we're really between this vice grip and bargaining. One is that we have inflation coming up somewhat rapidly now. We need to watch that. We also have provincial revenues being eroded. First, because we're not getting that resource revenue we should be getting. And second, the feds just canceled the carbon tax. What that means for us, the provinces also agreed to cancel the carbon tax. That's a future hole in the budget. So, look, we're contending with a budget deficit and inflation. And given this reality, what we've done is opted to take basically a 6-week period to go consult with our membership, all of you, as well as to go out and poll the public to see where the public's appetite is at. We had incredibly strong polling support for our bargaining positions, both internally and from the general public, after the tariffs were announced, but before the budget. We want to see if that's holding afterwards. So we're doing our own consultation. We're also doing polling, and we're consulting directly with members. So right now, we plan to go back to the table for a few dates in April, and we have future dates planned after that. We're hoping to tackle monetary soon. We're going to hear what the government's offer is. We've said consistently that any offer needs to address the affordability crisis our members are facing. And so if we don't see that, we're continuing our preparations for potential job action if it should be necessary. So I just want to caution everyone, that doesn't mean we will take job action. What that means is that we want to be in the best possible position to be prepared to defend your interests and to accurately represent and fight for your interests. So that's what's going on right now. And I'll just say it very clearly, is that we were not in a position to table monetary while all the chaos of the American regime was going on, of all the chaos of the potential trade dispute, what that would look like. And I don't think government was either until their budget dropped. And so we anticipate that's going to happen soon when we get back to the table, simply because we have a clear path of what's happening. We have the provincial budget. I was in the budget lockup. I commented on it afterwards. So we have a pretty good idea of where it's at. I'll also say our research folks here did a great job analyzing and breaking down that budget. I believe we're attaching a link so that you can check out that breakdown. Anyway, thank you very much.